The Amazon, a world of rivers that breathe, of forests that remember. Here, every leaf, every current, every call is part of a story that has been told for millennia. This is Amazon Alive, Voices of the Forest. From above, it appears as a single unbroken entity, a vast green ocean stretching to the horizon, its surface rippled by the wind. This living world is so immense it generates its own weather, its exhalations forming clouds that water continents. It is a fortress of foliage guarding one of the planet's greatest treasures. But to truly understand this place, we must descend, to look closer. Because this single green ocean is not one world, but 1,000, stacked vertically from the sun-drenched heavens to the dark, loamy earth. Our journey begins in the high canopy, a bustling metropolis 60 meters up. Here, in the full glare of the equatorial sun, the forest's great work is done. Leaves unfurl in a fierce competition for light, converting sunlight into the energy that fuels the entire ecosystem. It is a world of vibrant flowers, ripening fruits, and a symphony of birds. Descending further, the light softens, filtered through the dense ceiling above. This is the understory, a calmer, more mysterious realm. The air grows still, heavy with humidity. Here, younger trees wait patiently for a gap in the canopy, a chance to reach for the sun. It is a world of shadows where shy creatures live out their lives in the twilight. Finally, we reach the forest floor, a world of perpetual dusk. Here, the soil remembers every fallen leaf. This is the foundation, where an army of fungi and insects works tirelessly, recycling death back into life. The Amazon's power is not just in its size, but in these intricate, interconnected layers, each a kingdom of its own, woven into a single magnificent tapestry of life. At dawn, the canopy erupts into color and sound. Scarlet macaws wheel in flocks, and the great toucan calls like a laugh carried on the wind. They come to the exposed riverbanks, clay licks, to take a strange mineral meal that neutralizes toxins in their diet. In the balance between fruit and clay, these birds become the forest's gardeners, carrying seeds far beyond the mother tree. High above, where the sun filters through a dense ceiling of green, a separate world exists. Here, branches are highways and leaves a shelter. And here, rules a hunter so powerful and elusive, it has become the stuff of legend, the harpy eagle. It is a creature of breathtaking scale and specialization. Its gaze, sharp enough to spot a sloth's subtle movement from hundreds of feet away, is framed by a distinctive crest of feathers that fan out like a crown, focusing sound and betraying its every mood. With talons longer than a grizzly bear's claws and a grip strong enough to crush bone, it is the undisputed apex predator of the rainforest canopy. Its flight is not one of soaring leisure, but of calculated, sudden violence. Broad, rounded wings allow it to maneuver with shocking agility through the tangled labyrinth of branches, a silent grey ghost among the leaves, patrolling the canopy edge for any sign of its preferred prey. And its primary targets are the masters of stillness. Far below the eagle's perch, life unfolds in a different rhythm. In a world dictated by slow motion and infinite patience, the three-toed sloth navigates its vertical home. This is not laziness, it is a profound survival strategy. Fueled by a low-calorie diet of leaves, which can take up to a month to digest, the sloth conserves energy with every deliberate movement. Its very body has become a habitat. Its coarse, grooved fur is a garden, cultivating a unique species of green algae that provides near-perfect camouflage. This verdant coat is also home to a miniature world of beetles, mites, and a species of moth found nowhere else on Earth. These sloth moths lay their eggs in the sloth's dung when it makes its rare, risky journey to the forest floor, and their offspring fly back up to find a home in the fur of their host. These two residents of the canopy represent evolutionary extremes locked in an ancient dance. One, the embodiment of explosive power and predatory precision. The other, a marvel of quiet endurance, a creature whose strategy is to be so slow, so still, so much a part of the forest itself, that it becomes almost invisible. Scientists who live among the treetops speak of a city above the clouds, of orchids that bloom only at night, of ant-following birds, of liana bridges that connect life from tree to tree. From these suspended laboratories, we learn why the canopy matters, for rainfall, for climate, and for the endless exchange of life that anchors the forest. Below the branches, the Amazon writes a second story: water. The river is the forest's great mover, rising and falling with a season that turns trees into islands and bulbs of life into highways for fish. During the wet months, whole forests become flooded, and life learns to live with its feet in water. In the river's folds swims a creature part myth, part mystery, the pink river dolphin, locally called the boto. With a flexible neck and curious intelligence, it glides through submerged trees, sometimes alone, sometimes in small groups. Fishermen tell stories, a creature that can change shape or sing at night, and in those stories live the threads of human and animal lives woven together. But the life of the flooded forest isn't confined to the trees. Beneath the surface, a world of giants stirs. The most magnificent of these is the arapaima. A living fossil, its lineage stretches back over 100 million years. In these warm, oxygen-poor waters, it has evolved a remarkable strategy. It must breathe air. Every few minutes, it rises in a powerful surge, a vital link to the world above. Growing up to 3 meters long and weighing over 200 kilograms, the arapaima is a true titan. Its armored scales, so tough they can deflect a piranha's bite, protect an apex predator that patrols these murky channels. They are the undisputed rulers of the floodplain, powerful engines that shape the aquatic community. But they do not rule alone. In the deeper waters, colossal catfish patrol the riverbed, using sensitive barbels to navigate the darkness, scavenging and hunting. Sharing these waters is the pacu, a relative of the piranha with a different diet. As the forest floods, the pacu becomes a gardener, feasting on fallen fruits and becoming a vital agent of seed dispersal, connecting water and land in an intricate dance. And then there are the piranha. Their name conjures images of a frenzied predator, a reputation born of myth. While their razor-sharp teeth are formidable, their primary role is as sanitarians of the river, targeting the weak and the dead. Moving in shimmering schools, they are a swift and efficient force, a crucial part of the cycle that keeps this complex ecosystem in balance. Where land meets water, a line of danger and patience forms. Caimans lie like living logs until the perfect moment, and anacondas, muscular, patient, wait for the warm breath of passing prey. Predators here do not always roar. Sometimes they wait, hidden beneath reflections, until ripple and shadow tell them the story of a meal. The pulse of the Amazon is seasonal. Rivers that shrink in the dry months swell in the rains, forging a rhythm of abundance and scarcity. Fish move inland to spawn in the nutrient-rich flooded forests. Birds follow, mammals adapt. This yearly reshuffle is the secret to the region's enormous diversity. And then there is the ground, the forest's memory. Underfoot, leaves rot into soil, seeds sleep and then awaken, and creatures that rarely see daylight carry on lives of essential labor. The forest floor is quieter, perhaps, but no less vital. It is where the largest land predator of the Amazon walks. The jaguar, a shadow in a patterned coat, is the Amazon's king of stealth. With a bite stronger than any other big cat, it can crush skulls and shells, hunting on land and in water. Jaguars are solitary, territorial, and intimately tied to the health of the forest. When jaguars vanish, whole communities of animals shift in ways that echo through the ecosystem. To hunt, jaguars rely on stealth and strategy. They stalk through understory shadows, testing scent trails, listening for a rustle. They are opportunists, taking peccary, capybara, fish, sometimes even caiman. Their presence keeps prey populations balanced, preventing overgrazing and protecting the young trees that will one day be canopy giants. Not all shaping is done by top predators. Tapirs, heavy, slow, and surprisingly agile, are the forest's gardeners. Eating fruit and excreting seeds across great distances, they plant tomorrow's trees. Peccaries, moving in noisy bands, trample undergrowth and disperse seeds differently, creating pathways that other animals follow. In this way, large mammals become architects of the forest. Capybaras keep to riverbanks in social groups, their calm grazing shaping river-edge vegetation. Agoutis, clever, sharp-toothed rodents, bury seeds with more foresight than many trees expect, and anteaters probe the earth for ants and termites, influencing insect colonies and soil turnover. Each species, large or small, plays a non-negotiable role in the endless exchange of survival. Conservationists use camera traps to listen without being seen. Each image is a note in a longer score, proof of presence, of movement, of the subtle changes that map a forest's health. Their work gives us windows into lives that otherwise vanish in the green. As the sun sets over the endless green, remember, every action counts. The Amazon's future depends on all of us, the choices we make, the stories we share, the support we give. By subscribing and sharing, you join a global chorus standing up for this irreplaceable world. Together, we can keep the forest thriving, for the jaguars, for the river dolphins, and for generations yet to come. Protect the Amazon. Subscribe and share.